What's good? 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 Listen, man, if the devil was ever busy, it was busy just now. But it's all good. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, man. And right now, we gonna trap it out, man. We're gonna trap out the bando, right? Everything. It wasn't really going how I wanted to go, but that's all good. It's all good. We ain't even tripping on that, right? It's all good. We ain't tripping on that. We gonna grind it out. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Like none of the cameras ain't gonna work, but it's all good. 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 We ain't tripping on none of that. You hear me? The devil is a big old fat lie. You hear me? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? I wanted to do something amazing. I wanted to do something different. We gonna do what's called. I set this up today. I set this up today. Hold up, y'all. Golly, man. How that look? Let me see something. All right, cool. I set this up today. It's called man. Am I right now? All right, now we look good. All right, so I set this up today. That's right. Set something up today called higher rates equal more money. Yeah, the devil's a lie, man. You know what I'm saying? The cameras weren't working how we want them to work, but it's all good, right? Because my energy was high. And because my energy was high, I'm going to keep my energy high. Right? That comes the game because nothing ain't going to stop me from pushing this message, right? So what's good? Right quick before we get started, let me see where everybody from right quick. Because you was on the Instagram live with me just now. We had big old energy. We had big old energy in the Instagram live just now. Right, so let me see where everybody from right quick, man. We trapping. Here we got South Carolina, we got Columbia in the building. Shout out to Columbia, shout out to Boston. I know y'all, shout out to Maryland in the building. We got the crabs, you know what I'm saying? Seafood, you did. I like that. Shirley, I see you. Right, from Maryland to Pittsburgh, we got New Orleans in the building. What's good? Uptown in the building. Not a sound. ATL in the building. I love it. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis in the Lou in the building. Detroit, what up, dope? You know what I'm saying? Jersey in the building. Philly in the building. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, Mississippi, Crooked Letter in the building. You hear me? Boogie Down BX in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, man. The goal is to help London in the building. We definitely coming to the UK real soon, man. Real soon, man. What's good, man? TM3 in the building, Trap Masters 3 in the building, man. Listen, man, today we have a good day. Right? Today we have a good day. We're going to, the goal for me today is to, like, give a little layout, right? So give me a show of hands right quick, everybody in the comments. Like, if this week and last week, the last couple of weeks been kind of stressful for you, let me know. Say, man, me, Trap. Say, man, it's been kind of stressful for me, Trap. Right, the last couple of weeks been kind of stressful for you, right? Say me, Trap. Like, let me see that in the comments right quick, right? This is not like just some pre-recorded stuff. I'm not trying to sell you on that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to come give some game to my YouTube family because they always tell me Trap ain't really helping YouTube that much. I want everybody to do me a favor right quick before you get into this, though. I want you to, like, send it out to a couple people. Like, send it out to a couple people, man. Let them know, like, yo, yo, Trap live on YouTube. Like, let's go. Let's talk about it. Like, Trap is live on YouTube. Right? So let's talk about that. Let's get it in. I guess I'm supposed to be stressed, but nope, ain't no stress. What you talking about? Too blessed to be stressed. All right, so we're going to talk about something today. Right? Again, we're going to talk about interest rates going up, but we're going to make some more money. I need everybody to comment and say, we're going to make some more money, Trap. We're going to make some more money, Trap. I need you to do that. I need you to say, we're going to make some money. Or I need you to say, we're going to make some money. Say, we're going to make some money. If you know you're going to make some money, say, we're going to make some money. Right? Let's do that. Let's do that. Right? Let's do that. Let's do it. Let me see 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 it. Right? Let's see it. Let's say we're going to make some money. We're going to make some money. All right, cool. So one of the things, so we already understand like the implications behind higher rates, right? Everybody understand the implications behind higher rates, right? So here's what happens, right? Here's what happens. I gotta explain this to you so we can like navigate through these troubled waters, right? I gotta explain this to you so we can navigate through these troubled waters. All right, so what happens is this. The Fed has printed so much money over the last 2 years, right? The Fed has printed so much money over the last 2 years. What has to happen now is that money has to be stabilized. Right? Everybody understand the idea behind that money being stabilized, right? So what has to happen is because they've printed so much money, now people were able to borrow money at a cheap rate. So here's the thing. Ooh, this is good. Check this out. So I came up with what's called a wealth wheel, right? Right? Hold on. All right, I'm back, y'all. My bad. Daddy's, girl, dad going on right now, right? Right. So on the wealth wheel, a part of the wealth wheel, I came up with this thing called a wealth wheel. Has 9 components on it, all to build wealth, right? But one of the components on the wheel is you have to understand how to watch this, borrow money, right? You got to understand how to borrow money, right? So here's what the wealthy do. The wealthy people of the world know that the best time to borrow money is when money is cheap. Does that make sense? Right? So the best time, so the reason why I'm talking to you about this is so you can understand how the game is being played. Right? So I want us to understand this right quick. I need y'all to send this out to how many people you can. We're gonna run it up on YouTube. We're gonna run it up on YouTube, right? We're gonna run it up on YouTube. But I need you to send it out. I'm gonna give y'all a game. I'm gonna give y'all the game right here, right? We're gonna talk about I want to give game. This game. All right. So one of the main reasons why wealthy people truly build wealth is because they know when to borrow money. Does everybody understand that? Right? So, all right, question. I want to see this in the comments right quick. This is good. Check this out. Check this out. The reason why it's important for you to get your credit right, this is good. The reason why it's important for you to get your credit right is because when money is cheap to borrow, you can borrow it for a little bit of nothing. Does that make sense? Does this make sense? Right? So here's the thing. You need everybody. Man, shout out to Andre Hatchet for the super chat. Hatch, are you in Atlanta? I need to get a paper notarized, man. If you're in the A, I need to get a paper notarized, man. Right? I need to give you shout out to Andre Hatchet for the super chat, man. Appreciate that. Right? So here's the thing. Check it out. Well, the reason why you got to get your credit right, damn, this is good. The reason why you got to get your credit right is so when money is cheap to borrow, you can borrow it for little or nothing. Okay, check it out. Let's bring it back. Okay, let's bring this back to the hood. Right? I gotta make you understand this so I can get into the interest rate part. Right? I need you to understand this. Okay, so check this out. The Bank of the Bank, shout out to Akeisha Patterson, if I hope I said the right, Queen, for the super chat. You did? For the super chat. I appreciate all super chats. You did? It's all love. Right? Thank you. Digital broadcast, appreciate you for the super chat too, fam. All right, so let's think about this right quick. Let's take this back to the street right quick. I need you to be with me here so I can take you there. Right? So check it out. Okay, so think about the bank as the plug, the connect, not the plug, but the connect, right? So if you keep having a good transactional history with the connect, then what the connect will do is the connect will let you get some work on assignment. Right? Right? So if you establish a good relationship with the connect, right? If you establish a good relationship with the connect, I mean, you're going back and forth, right? You're going back and forth to connect, you get some work, boom, you go back. He like, yo, I like what you're doing here. I like what you're doing here. I like what you're doing here. So if you establish work from the connect back and forth, then what happens is, watch this. In the drought, the connect gonna charge more. Why? Because he the only one with work. Ooh, this is good. I just need you to rock with me right quick so you can understand it. I just need you to understand because I'm gonna take you here with it, right? So what happens is, in the drought, there's only a few people that got work. So what the connect gonna do is, the connect gonna say, no, instead of it being 17.5, it's 21. But because you established a good relationship with the connect, while everybody else, he like, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you for regular price because I know you are not a liability, right? So here's the drought. So now we're gonna switch lanes and come to this lane. We're gonna come to this lane right here, right? So when money is cheap, right? When money is cheap, right? When money is cheap, I want y'all to see that, right? When money is cheap, that means interest rates are low. That is the best time for us to borrow money from the bank to go buy assets. Okay, let's talk about that, right? Sharon White, I appreciate the $10 super chat. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, beloved. Right? So here's what we got to learn how to do. This is why it's important for us to get our credit right. This is why it's important for us to get. Now we're going to get into the stock. I need you to understand this. Right? It's important for you to get your credit right so that when interest rates are low, you can borrow money for the low, go buy the asset, and let the asset pay the money back with little to no interest. This is how the wealthy get really, 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 really rich. This is how they get really, like, I'm gonna be real. The investments, everything happens in times like this, right? I'm gonna be real with you. If you can get 750 or more, it's game time for you. This is what the wealthy do all the time, right? When recessions and low, I want you to write this term down. Who got your pen and your pad? Now we're gonna get to the stocks, but I need you to, I like to teach economics, right? I like to teach economics, right? Because while some people like, well, Trappin, I knew that already, but some people didn't. I'm here for everybody. I'm here to teach on all levels, right? I'm here to teach on all levels, right? I'm here to teach on all levels, right? Check it out. You got an 800 FICO score, but you broke. You are not broke. You just got a broken mindset. Because if you got an 800 FICO score, you can go get some money to get an asset before they increase interest rates too high. You can get some money, go get you an asset, let the asset produce money for you. So broke and poverty is only a mindset. I always say that. Broken poverty has little to do with money and more to do with mindset. Right? Broke and poverty have little to do with money. And check this out. What if I told you that about 65% of the people who claim to be broke aren't really broke financially? They just have the wrong relationship with money. And because they have the wrong relationship with money, they can't break the toxicity, the toxic bad habits they have with money. And because they can't break the bad habit with money, they will forever remain financially broken. Right? Because here's the thing. If you take a billionaire and you take his money away from him, he or she still has the financial bandwidth to know how to get that back. Right? But if you take a person who won the lottery, you take the person who won the lottery and you lose all the money they got in the lottery, they'll never get it back. Why? Because they didn't have the financial bandwidth, they didn't have the financial literacy, the financial education, they didn't have a healthy relationship with money, so they don't know how to get back. You feel me? You feel me? So here's the thing. When you hear people, I'm gonna be real. Please don't like get on me for this. If you do, I don't care. Right? So people like Donald Trump, right? Let's say it. I want everybody to say this in the comment. Building wealth is a revolutionary act. Right? Building wealth is a revolutionary act because we gotta overthrow the system and implement a new system that benefits us. Overthrowing the systems, we have to overthrow the education and the mindset they gave us and implement a mindset that helps us. Right? Right? So check this out. Let me show you how America plays on us. Right? Plays on us. America would say somebody like Donald Trump cheats on his taxes. That's what the Democrats will tell us. Right? Check it out. The Democrats will tell us because we are born thinking we're supposed to be Democrats. Now, I'm not saying being Republican Democrat, but they out the gate, they already make us go to the Democratic side. Out the gate, they make us go to the Democrat. Out the gate, our parents make us go Democrat. But I'm not saying go Republican. I'm not saying going Democrat. I'm saying but like we should just go one way because somebody taught us that, right? So here's the thing. Damn, this is good. This is good, man. Dang, this is good. All right, so here's the thing. So because America understands that there are more poor people than rich people, the quickest way to make the poor people hate the rich people is to tell them that they cheating on their taxes. Yo, Donald Trump owes this much in taxes. He been cheating on his taxes. And guess what we do as poor people? Oh, that's some bullshit. He been cheating on his taxes. Because that's what they know how to get us with. Right? What the TV do? Jeff Bezos only paid 0 taxes in 2018 and 2019, but yet Amazon profited $22 billion. You know what we do? Man, that's down bad. How they making all that money? How they doing that? America knows, the Democrats know how to put certain things in our face to make us hate the rich. You feel me? They know how to, somebody say, why would that even matter? Because they understand how to play the mental game with us. Because we aren't financially savvy, we'll tend to hate somebody who found a loophole in the tax structure. And even though they know it's a loophole, they know they can't convict the man on none of that because he's been playing the game that America plays. But because we don't play the game, that's going to shine bright to us. Taxes, man, because you know the first thing you're going to do? The first thing that the American people do that's not in the wealth class, we look at our paycheck and say, man, that tax is whooping my tail. How do you get away from them taxes and I'm paying taxes every week? You feel me? Now, I'm not saying you go Republican or Democrat. I'm just showing you the game. Now, I'm going to get to the stocks. Don't trip it. I just had to bring that about, right? So here's what I want you to understand. Anybody that goes to work every day, you will forever be the person that pays the most taxes in the world. Anybody who goes to work every single day, you will be the most taxed person in the world. 100%. You know why? The reason why is because someone is giving you a job. Now check this out. The person who's giving you the job get tax least. Right? If you go to work every single day, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not tripping on that. That ain't my fight. But if you go to work every single day, you will get taxed the most. You get taxed the most. Right? The person who gave you the job will get taxed less. All right? So for everybody who works, I want you to understand something. You need to know how to do one thing. You need to start your side business. I don't care what it is. You need to start your side business. The reason why you need to start a side business is because now you can write some of those. You can now take some of those things up. Okay, let me say one more thing before I get into the lesson that I want to get into tonight, right? I want to say before I get into the lesson, stop going to H&R Block, TurboTax. Stop going to them people to get your taxes done. I just made somebody mad just now. I just made somebody mad just now. If you really want to build wealth, I don't think they like me right now. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you truly want to build wealth, please stop going to TurboTax and H&R Block and places like that. They work for the same government that's taxing you. They do not work for you. Everybody in here, if you really want to build wealth, go get you a CPA. If you truly want to, I don't care what level you're on, if you truly want to build wealth, go get you a CPA. Now, I'm gonna tell you something to go do. I want everybody to write this down for me. Damn, I didn't even get into the lesson yet. I didn't get into the lesson yet. All right, look. Right? Here's what I want you to do for me. All right. If I tell you to do something, right? If I ask you all to do something, I want you to tell me in the comments, say, I'm gonna at least check it out, Trap. I want you to do that for me. Say, I'm gonna at least check it out, Trap. I want you to do that. Right? Say, I'm gonna at least just check this out, Trap. If you're going to do this, right? Say, I'm gonna at least check it out, Trap. Just say that for me. Say, I'm gonna at least check it out. Just say that for me in the comments right quick. Right? I'll check it out. Good. Blue Jay say, I'll check it out. Right? Somebody say, I'll check it out, Trap. All right. Tiffany Smith say, I'm gonna do it. All right, cool. I like that. I need you to say, I need at least some more people say, I'm gonna at least check it out. All right. Somebody else say, say, I'm gonna at least check it out. All right, here's what I want you to do. Just do this for me. And if this makes sense to you when you do it, I just want, when income tax time come, I want you to say, Trap, you help me out. Here's what I want you to do. When it's time for you to do your taxes, if you go to H&R Block or if you go to TurboTax or something, here's what I want you to do. I want you to let them fill out your taxes, tell you what the return gonna be, but don't let them file it. Watch. Now you know you can do that, right? Fifth Kid K1DOO, shout for the super chat family, right? I want you to do that, right? I want you to do that for me. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to TurboTax, go to H&R Block, one of them people, and let them fill out the taxes, tell you what you're going to get, but don't let them file it. You know you can do that, right? Right? You know you can do that, right? You know you can do that, right? Okay? But don't let them file it, right? Leslie, I appreciate the super chat. We love it, right? But here's the next thing I want you to do. Then I want you to go to a CPA and let them do the same thing and see where you get the most money from. I promise you, I will promise you, the CPA gonna get you more money than H&R Block or TurboTax. I promise you. I promise you. If you go to them, if you go to H&R Block, or TurboTax, right? Just check it out. If they do the same thing, then cool. right? But just check it out. Go because you can do that with H&R Block and TurboTax, but you don't got to let them file it, right? But then you can go to the CPA, right, and see what the CPA do, and I can promise you. So somebody say, "Oh, the CPA." That's why you got to find a CPA. You ask yourself. So let me ask you this question. So here's the question. You're asking yourself, okay, Trap, is the CPA fees higher? Okay, well, check this out. The CPA's fees may be a little high, but they're going to get you more bread back. And what if they don't get it back the first year? What happens is you build a relationship with the CPA, right? And then the CPA going to help you out moving further. The CPA then going to start telling you how to do this. Okay, you work a job, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to buy this. I need you to do that. The CPA going to help you learn because that's their job. All right, let me get into my lesson, right? I'm not even here to talk about that, right? Let me get into my lesson, right? Let me get in my lesson, all right? Let me get into my lesson. All right, so check this out. The game plan for the day is, all right, we're going to talk about, today we're going to talk about how, we're going to talk about raising rates, but more money, right? Raising rates, higher rates, but more money. That's what we're talking about today, right? So interest rates are rising. So as interest rates rise, right? As interest rates rise, what has to happen is, what is happening is the Fed is now charging banks more money to borrow money from them, right? They're charging them more money, right? So banks loan money from each other, right? Banks loan money from each other. They also do what's called the overnight funds, right? If you don't know what a CPA is, it's a certified personal accountant. That's what they do, right? That's what they do, right? So here it is, right? And I'm glad you said somebody said they don't know what CPA is. Listen to me. I want y'all to understand something, right? This is so vital, yo. We have to truly tell ourselves this question. We have to have a hard conversation with ourselves and tell ourselves, well, I don't know how to build wealth. Right? Like that's a hard conversation. You know why that's a hard conversation to have? The reason why that's a hard conversation is because the one thing we don't want to do is look ignorant. Right? The one thing that we don't want to do is look ignorant. Right? Or look naive. But if we don't have the hard conversations with ourselves, we'll never go to the next level. I was watching something last night, man. I was watching First Lady, right? It's a dope little series about like the first wives of America and all that, right? And Betty Ford was having a drinking problem, and her kids and her family made her go to like the drinkers anonymous, the alcohol anonymous, and the drug anonymous, right? Right? And the hardest thing for her to do was admit that she had a drinking problem. She kept saying, "I don't got a problem. I don't have a problem with drinking. I don't have a problem with pills." And the hardest, like when her family went to telling her, like, "Yeah, you doing this, you doing this, you doing this, you doing this, you doing this," she was like, "Damn, I ain't know that." And then her husband said, "Listen, I'm gonna just be real with you. I don't see none of that, but I'm mad that I've been contributing to it." Right? And so because she had the hard conversation with herself, she was able to go to the anonymous. Keep it 100% real. One of the good things that we have, one of the bad things that we have uh, as first generational wealth builders right? As first generational wealth builders, the first thing that we got to do is say, yo, like, I don't really know how to do this. Because when you have the harsh conversation with yourself, you can now open yourself up to get help. Does that make sense? Right. So I'm not mad at nobody saying, yo, I don't know what a CPA is. That's cool. We can help you learn that. Right. But that also tells us, like for me, people always be like, Trap, show me how to make million. Show me how to make money. Trap. I'm like, all right, cool. But first, I gotta help you break through your financial trauma. That's what I do first and foremost. The first thing that Trap do is I help people break through financial trauma. When people be like, man, anybody want to talk about no mindset, you preaching. Well, you not the person to work with me, because first, in order for me to help you make money, I gotta break down the barriers of why you don't know how to make money in the first place. In order for me to help you make money, we first gotta break down the reasons why you don't know how to make money in the first place. You feel me? We don't want to get help, but we look at our lives and be like, damn, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, cool. You want to be a millionaire. What do you think? What do you think has been stopping you at this age you're at from being a millionaire? And I'm going to tell you, the first thing is not money. The first thing is not money. The reason why you aren't close to being a millionaire is because you don't have the foundation, the fundamentals, or the mindset to build wealth. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense to everybody? Because here's what we do. Here's what we know and here's what we understand. We know and understand that wealth can be built because we see people build wealth every day. If we see people build wealth every day, then that tells us one thing for sure, that building wealth is possible. So the only thing that's keeping me from building wealth, if I see people building wealth every day, is that I must have a toxic relationship with money, and I must don't have the information to help me build wealth. I must only have the information that helps me go to work every day and spend my money. All right, cool. I'm not gonna sit on that too long. We're gonna talk about this right here. I don't want to hit nobody in the chest. I don't make nobody feel bad, but I want you to understand that if you don't heal that financial trauma, I want you to understand that if you don't get a better foundation, if you don't learn the fundamentals, and if you don't change the mindset, no matter how much money you make, you will always be broke. Because if I teach you how to make a million and you don't got the foundation, you don't got the fundamentals, the mindset, the only thing I did was I took you from a poor slave to a rich slave. I took you from a poor slave to a rich slave because the one thing America is not going to stop doing is making up stuff for you to buy. And when you was a poor slave, you just ain't have the money to indulge in all the stuff you wanted. Now that you're a rich slave, you got money to feed all your vices. God. It's the only thing. You was a poor slave, you didn't have the money to feed all your vices. You became a rich slave, now you got money to feed all your vices. And here's the thing, the more money you got, the more vices you get. The more vices you have, the more they're going to tug at you. The more they tug at you, the more you become shackled and anchored to the vices, which will eventually put you right back where you started at as a poor slave. So you was a poor slave that turned rich slave, indulging all your vices and became a poor slave all again. And now you're gonna just tell people, back in my day, I did this. When I had 10 million, I could do that. That's why when people always say, if I had that money, I wouldn't do that. Yes, you would, because you don't have the financial literacy. That person just had the money to indulge in all their vices. All right. Let me get to the lesson tonight, man. My bad, y'all. My bad. I went on a rant. Y'all do me a favor right quick, right? Y'all do me a favor right quick. Do me one favor right quick. I appreciate y'all. All 2,400 people that's on the live right now. First of all, let me say I apologize. We did have camera issues. If this is not clear like it should be, the devil was a lie. None of my cameras wanted to work right, but we just went with the thing. So it's cool. Y'all know I like giving y'all good quality. Second, I want you to do me a favor, man. If you're on the live right now, I want you to like, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up for me right quick, right? Because I ain't asking y'all for nothing. I'm going to let YouTube pay me. You feel me? I ain't asking y'all for nothing. I'm going to let YouTube pay me. Right, so do me a favor, just get the likes up. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We got some dope stuff coming out, right? Also, right quick, if you got a text message from me or an email from me about a private invite only, yep, that's me. I do want you to do me a favor and text this number 504-499-1234, 504-499-1234, and I want you to text the word invite. Text the word invite, right? Text the word invite. I had wrote it down. I had to see it. We got a dope masterclass coming up. How to build a powerful, profitable portfolio during a recession. It's going to be crazy. So text the word text 504-499-1234. Text the word invite. We got a 3-day training coming up on how to build a powerful, profitable portfolio. Right, 504-499-1234. Posh Lady Terry, thank you for the super chat. You heard me? You know I love that. 504-499-1234. Text the word invite. And if you get that email from me, that is me with the private thing. We're gonna have a powerful, profitable portfolio. How to build that during a recession. We definitely put that out. It's crazy. It's $97 for the general admission, $297 for the VIP. The VIP gets 1 hour Q&A class before every class. That's gonna be crazy. All right, let's go. So what we're talking about tonight is rate hikes going up, so there's more money to be made. How do you get an invite? Text the number 504-499-1234. 504-499-1234, and you text the word invite. How much am I down this year? I don't know really, because while my long-term stocks are down, I've been playing a lot of covered calls and I've been doing a lot of puts. So I kind of been hedging what I have going on. So I got to check it. My long-term account it's not really bad down because I've been had a lot of stuff for a long time. But I have been hedging my bets by putting puts and playing some inverse ETFs on things. So I've been making money as the market go down. I haven't been real aggressive, but I have been conservative because I'm not the typical put person. I'm a leap option person. So I like when the market is going up because I make a lot of money doing that. So I've been doing a lot of covered calls and I've been doing a lot of puts. So I'm kind of trying to balance that out. I've been making money. So, I hope that answers your question. I'll put the number in the chat. So 504 499-1234. Text the word invite. Let me see something, y'all. I thought I had it. All right, here you go. All right, yep. So let me just get these shouts right quick. Shout out to New American Dream for the super chat. I appreciate that. Shout out to Akeisha Patterson for the super chat. I definitely appreciate that. Y'all know I love y'all. Yep. All right, so let's talk about it right quick, y'all. Right, so we're gonna talk about interest rates. So I got some dope notes that I wrote down for everybody because I know. So inverse ETFs and puts are a great way to hedge and leverage, and I'm gonna definitely be talking about that inside of the powerful, profitable portfolio during the session. So we definitely gonna talk about that. So today we're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about interest rates going up, and we make more money. right? Interest rates going up, but we make more money. So how do we do that? So we can't always, right? We got to understand this, right? So in making money, even if the stocks are going down, we still can make money. I don't know how to pin it, y'all. Can y'all tell me how to pin it? I'll do it again. Let me stop right quick. 504 499 1234. And then you text the word, text the word. I'm trying to see how to pin it, you hear me? Appreciate y'all for saying that. Text the word invite. All right, I don't know how to pin it though. Let me do this. I'm gonna just do this. There we go. Put it up there like that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Right? There we go. Y'all can do that, right? There we go. There we go. There we go. I got it like that. Yep. It's all love. All right. So one of the things we're gonna talk about, I like to use that to send my people for the super chats. I like to send them, show them people love when they send me a super chat. So all right. So we're gonna talk about this right quick, right? Get this love right here. This free game I'm giving y'all right here, right? I like chatting with the people. I like teaching. All right. So when the Fed increases rates, what they're doing is they're now saying what it costs to borrow money, those rates are going up, right? Those rates are going up. So remember we talked about earlier, Stephen Crawford, man, shout out for the super chat. I like to show my people who send me the super chat, I like to show them love, man. Right? So Stephen Crawford, shout out for the super chat family. I appreciate you, right? So what we like to do is, so here's what I want us to look at, right? It's a few things I want us to look at, and that's what I really came to talk about tonight. But if you know me, you know I like to rant a little bit, right? So as the Fed increases rates, right, they're charging banks and people more money. So now what the first thing that happens is as the Fed increases rates, there's this thing called the Fed fund rate. That's the rate at which banks use to loan money from the government, right? So pay attention to that first. That's the first thing, right? The Fed fund rate, right? That's the bank that's the interest rate that banks use to loan money from the government. The second thing is once that happens, now that then comes to me and you as the consumer because it's okay. Interest rate is going to go up on houses. Interest rate is going to go up on cars. Interest rate is going to go up on loans. Interest rate is going to go up on credit card rates. All those interest rates are going to go up. You're going to explain the prime interest rate for just listening. You'll be good. You're just good. Right? So now, what this now does is this helps slow down a lot of stuff, money being spent and moved around in the economy, right? York Clothing LLC, I definitely appreciate the super chat, family. I gotta pin that. I definitely appreciate the super chat, man. $50 super chat, man. That's love. I definitely appreciate that, family. You feel me? Y'all know I come to just get a free game when I come on YouTube, and so I appreciate that, right? So what we want to do now is, so we pay attention to that. So now what happens is, as long as they are increasing rates, they're slowly but surely chopping down inflation, right? As they increase rates, they're chopping down inflation. Now, we need inflation to come all the way down to 2.5 to 3%. Right now it's up there, right? It's 8%. That is bad. That's horrible, right? So what happens now is, I said this before to y'all a while back. I said that, what we'll start seeing is we'll start seeing things like companies file a bankruptcy, Chapter 11. So what is Chapter 11? Chapter 11 is when a company can protect itself from its creditors, right? They don't really go broke, but the balance sheet is bad. But what they're doing now is they're protecting themselves from the creditors. So they owe the plug money, but they're going to file Chapter 11 so they can reestablish the balance sheet and how they pay the plug, right? right? So they'll file Chapter 11, right? So they can still stay open for business. Chapter 7 is when they go completely broke, right? But a Chapter 11 business, we don't like them. We don't want to own no company that's like that. So what we want to do, we want to stay away from companies that have bad balance sheets. That's first and foremost, right? All right. So another thing we'll see is we'll see layoffs, right? We see layoffs happen. Right? This letting us know what's moving forward. Yep, I reckon. Right? But also we looking at the trap house is a mess if we doing Chapter 11. Right? They selling cocaine. That means the cash flow in the trap house not good. Somebody done hit the stash. People done kicked in the door. Corner boys done got robbed. That trap house just ain't pumping no money. Now they can't pay the plug back. The plug applying pressure. It's a bad situation for them, right? So they're trying to go over here and restructure the debt. So they're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. They're trying to go set up shop in a whole nother hood so nobody will know they got a bad name. This is kind of what's going on right here. Wayne Leonard, appreciate the super chat family, right? So one of the things we see that, right? And the next thing we're going to see is a lot of mergers and acquisitions, right? We're going to see a lot of companies who cannot, well, they say that white turning brown. What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Only a few people know that, fam, right? So another thing that we'll see is we'll see companies merge. So now it's like big bank take little bank, right? Your company about to go out of business. You was a competitor. I got the money. I'm going to take your money. I'm going to take your company. I'll probably fire your employees, but I'm going to take your IP. I'm going to take your customers, right? That's another thing that happens when companies merge during these type of times. They're going to fire the CEOs. They're going to fire the C-suite members. They may keep a few employees, but what the merger does is the merger allows them to do what? Take that data, take them consumers, but get rid of what? All the runners, all the corner boys, all the lieutenants, all the captains, but all they want to do is keep the trap house and keep the data. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's what a lot of these mergers are going to be that we're going to see happening. Trap houses that's not really bumping, they're not jumping, I talk about it, right? But in order to try to stay open, what they won't do is they're gonna merge, they're gonna kick all the lieutenants, corner boys, they're gonna kick everybody out, but they want the data, they want the consumer, they want the DNA of the customers that was going to that trap. So that's what happened with these mergers and acquisitions during these times, because they don't care about the business, they just care about what? The data. They want the consumer data. Does that make sense to everybody? The consumer data is the most important thing in this game, right? Does that make sense to everybody? All right, cool. So when we see the merger and acquisition, those are some of the things you have. All right, so cool, but check this out. All right, Lisa said we're in a recession even if they don't say it. Okay, so here's how that goes, right? And I talked to some of my people about this, and I said that even though we all feel like we are in a recession, right? We can't claim a recession until they call it a recession. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Nothing against my brothers. They be spending some real game. They've helped me. You know, we politic a lot, right? But I think they'll play with some numbers because no president truly wants the big R word on anything. Stock short said as inflation goes up and the price, not the value of, let me read what you said, family, right, goes down. Are you looking at more dividends or high returns? My OG, even though I never met you. I got you right. I'm going to talk about that today, family. I'm definitely going to talk about that, right? I'm going to talk about that right here, right? Right? So no president truly wants the aura word on their jacket. It's kind of like going to the Hall of Fame but having an asterisk mark by your name, right? No president truly wants that on their jacket. So even if they don't say we're in a recession, I think they'll do everything in their power not to have a negative GDP 2 quarters in a row. Because once you have a negative GDP 2 quarters in a row, you are officially in a recession, right? A recession takes anywhere between 9 to 18 months to get out of. And so no government, no office truly want that on their name. And so I'm truly curious to see if The Jasmine Matthews, appreciate the super chat. You love it. Appreciate the super chat. You love it. Gotta show love, right? You should act like it's a recession. So you'll find out in July when the numbers come out. So just be mindful of that. All right, but here's what I want you to understand. Check this out. During recession, so I'm gonna help you, show you you're smarter than what you think you are. Right? Watch this. Okay, this is one area we should look at. Right? Check this out. Check it out. If interest rates go up, what sector of the market benefits from that? Answer that for me right quick. You're smarter than you think you are. Right? You're smarter than you think you are. And I know you're smart. Right? Right. So if interest rates go up, what industry or what sector benefit? Bingo. Banks. So here we do. Check this out. So what happens with banks is this, right? Financials. So that's why I'm telling you that you're smarter than what you think you are, right? You just didn't really lock in on it, right? Not really energy, right? Not really energy, right? It has to have something that triggers the energy to go away, right? Here's why. So here's one of the areas where you should be looking at. Here's one of the areas why you should be looking. You should be looking at banks right now. But you shouldn't be looking at banks, looking at the stock price. I want you to get out of your mind that the stock price is the indicator for you to invest in the business. What I want you to look at is when you're looking at a bank and we see that interest rates are up, why would they thrive in this economy, in this environment? Well, because that now brings operational cash flow up because they can lend more, right? They'll lend more money, right? They'll charge higher rates as well, right? And they will not have as many non-performing assets. And so with these things, this now adds more cash flow to the bank. Now, because the cash flow is increasing, what's going to happen now? Now, the dividend can increase. Right? So what I want us to do is I want us to stop always basing our investments on stock prices and more so of the fundamentals of a business. Right? The fundamentals of a business should be the catalyst and not the stock price. Right? So when I say how do we make more money, we're talking about how do we find great business that can thrive in this economy. Right? How can we find great businesses that can thrive in this economy? Now, here's the thing. Tech stocks are going to get hit hard because in thriving economies, watch this, in thriving economies, growth runs the market. Right? In thriving economies, growth runs the market. During economic winters, value runs the market. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense to everybody? In thriving economies, growth runs the market. In thriving economies, growth runs the market. In economic winters, value does. Right? Value does. Because people are going to run away from growth. Right? Because people buy into growth when the market is good. People run away from growth and seek value in hardships. Why? They seek protection. Yep, they don't call it a recession until you get 2 negative GDP quarters. We already had one where everything is saying we should have a negative GDP, but we'll see. We'll see. Right? Okay, so let's go a little further. So now we're looking at banks. What's another sector or industry that may look good? Alvin, what's good? Trap matters of the building. Right? What's another one that may be good? Check this out. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Insurance companies like Allstate, Progressive, right? Life insurance. These type of things do well during economic winters. Why? Because, watch what I'm going to tell you right here. This is something you ain't know. Watch what I'm going to tell you. 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 during this type of downturn with high interest rates, we talking about high interest rates. For high interest rates, your insurance company has a lot of bonds. Your insurance companies like Allstate and these other companies have a lot of bonds. All of them have a lot of bonds. So when interest rates going up, what's also going up? Bond yields. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Who's gonna give y'all free game than me? Who's gonna give you more free game than me, man? Because I love this, man. I love this game. Right? I love this game. I love this game. I love this game, right? So that's right, Prudential has a 4.80 dividend, right? Right. So as your insurance companies, they typically hold on to a lot of bonds. So if interest rates are going up, those bond yields start to go up. If those bond yields go up, then that'll show up on the financial activities of the insurance company's balance sheet. The financial activities won't add to the cash flow, but it'll add to the earnings. Come on, man. I just cooked just now. Wayne Leonard, shout out to the super chat, man. Shout out to the super chat, man. Shout out to the super chat. Right, so your insurance companies are almost linear with interest rates. So when Muhammad salute family, right? And people love earnings. There we go. We did Trappin. And people love earnings. People love earnings. Now, I'm not telling you go buy nothing without doing your due diligence. I just want you to see. Right? 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 All right, so let me go a little further in. Let me go a little further. I'm gonna give you one more that I want you to go a little further in, and then we go, Check this out. Also, payment processing companies. With interest rates going up, payment processing companies tend to do better in environments with high interest. We talk about like the ADPs, right? The ADPs, right? The PayXs, right? Because they have a great spread between when the customers get paid and when the customer is waiting to get paid. That spread in between that serves them well. Payment processing companies, payroll processing companies typically have, not payment, payroll processing companies, payroll, right? Payroll processing companies like ADP and others, they typically have great balance sheets in these times. So we talked about financials, we talked about insurance, we talked about banks, we talked about insurance, and we talked about payroll processing companies. These are three places. Now, you won't see the stock price go crazy, but what you'll see is you'll see the investing activities, or you'll see the operational cash flow increase, which now helps us may make more money during the dividend, or we know that this company is doing well. They won't get as beaten up as other companies do. And I'm gonna give you an idea. How many of you ever got an ass whooping from your mama, and then before you got the ass whooping, you would put on another pair of pants? How many people did that before? Right? How many people did that before? Shout NG, Never Deep. Shout for the super chat, right? Right? How many people everybody get an ass whooping before, and the first thing before you got it, you put on another pair of pants so it don't hurt that much? Huh? When you investing into these industries, it's like putting on another pair of pants. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Right. So what we talked about tonight was really learning how to protect yourself and how to shift during these times. You never had this shit. We ain't nothing like that. I think I got my ass with more than 10 children. We ain't nothing like that. You feel me? Right? So somebody say, wow, man, I never did payroll. I do payroll. I never thought about that. Right? So for me, my goal with this is to help us actually like see the game different. Right? My goal, the thing about Wallstreet Trappin, the thing about everything I do, right? It's about helping us make money differently. It's about helping us build confidence in playing this game, right? Because this is a game that all of us can play. This is a game that all of us can master. Right? Let me put this in 504, 499, that 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, text word invite. Right? Right? So the goal for me is to actually teach us how to navigate during these times. Goddamn. Right? Because if we learn how to navigate, hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Why my trap masters in the building and say, trap, put the charger in. Alexander Ventura, I appreciate you, beloved. Right? Stock chart shorty, I appreciate you, big dog, man. I appreciate you too, fam. So I want us to understand how to truly navigate this game. Right? And it's easy for people to tell people like, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. For me, it's about shaping your vision and shaping your idea around how to play this game. Right? That's truly what helps us. So I want everybody to do me a favor right quick, man. Like, really help me out, right? I ain't asking for nothing. Really help me out, man. Just like this. Like, truly get the likes up for me on this one. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, an hour and 3 minutes, man. Like, just do me that favor, man. Like, we got a lot of people in here. We got almost 3,000 people in here. Right? Let's just get the likes up for me, y'all. Like, that helped me out a lot. I'm gonna just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that do the super chat, but just take you but a second, man, to put that like in, man. Do me a favor, also subscribe. Right? For everybody that liked it right quick, man, comment right here, say it done. If you liked it, comment done. If you didn't like it, come on, man. Like, do that for me, you hear me? It don't cost you nothing to just like it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just tell you about a couple of things that I do have coming up. We actually about to do my own show. Trappin Tuesdays is definitely coming back. Trappin Tuesdays is definitely coming back real soon. And we're gonna start another YouTube channel called the Wallstreet Looks Like Us Now channel. New girl on the block, appreciate that. We are starting another YouTube channel called the Wallstreet Looks Like Us Now channel network. This is my personal brand, Wallstreet Trapper. The Wallstreet Looks Like Us Now network is going to be my own network that I'm creating. We're gonna have my show. We have a couple other shows under there. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be bringing something to the game that nobody is doing. The concept that nobody has thought of, to feed more information, but in the way that I like doing it. You know, I don't like nobody putting me under nothing. So definitely with my forming with Big Trap, that's gonna go on that. Trappin Tuesdays gonna go under there. The Well Connect gonna go under there. And I got 2 more shows, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I want everybody to subscribe to that. If you in Trappers Anonymous, we are adding a triple beam to Trappers Anonymous, so definitely do that. So I'm saying we definitely got some dope stuff coming out. But just lastly, man, we got this how to build a profitable, powerful portfolio during a recession. If you want to get in that and join that, is 97 and 297. Text that word so you can get that invite. Other than that, man, I love y'all. I have a live stream software and can have a virtual seat for sure. Definitely we gonna do some. Now we got some dope stuff coming on Wall Street, just like Us Now Network, y'all. And it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be game changing. Y'all know me. I'm big energy all the time. But with that, I'm putting shows together that's gonna truly help, like, shift the culture from my perspective. It's because I'm about raw, I'm about relatability, right? I'm about that. I don't want to talk over nobody's head. And so we pushing that. So we definitely putting that out there, man. So definitely I appreciate y'all for that. I appreciate y'all for tonight. I definitely hope that I blessed you on a Friday night. I took up an hour and 6 minutes of your time. And I gave you an hour, 6 minutes of mine. So I definitely hope we just gave y'all a lot of game. Do me a favor, y'all. It don't cost nothing. Just like this for me. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Just like this for me. Let me see somebody say something. Just read a couple comments out. Coming from having a master's degree, my brain was trained one way. I think that's why I'm taking a whole lot of info. And I feel like I need to feel prepared before getting these things. That's a fact, right? Definitely do that for me, man. Just, again, man, it don't cost nothing to like this channel. It don't cost nothing to like this video, right? It don't cost you nothing. I ain't ask you to buy nothing from you. You gave me a super chat, salute, right? But like the video for me. Just do that for me. Like the video. Let's get the likes up. But if you want to join Trappers Anonymous, that's crazy. That's our group. We meet up. We do activity every day in Trappers Anonymous. We do a live class every Sunday, except for this Sunday. We doing Father's Day, man. So definitely want to shout everybody happy Father's Day. All the fathers out there that's handling your business. Handle your business. It's all love. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Salute. I'm out.